Alright guys, so this is the second lesson on our matrices unit, and I'm sure that you guys are understanding the basics, but if you do need to rewatch the video once again for the previous lesson, the link is in chapter 5a there. Okay, so go ahead and watch that if you need to, but we are going to start on 5b, and this is something that is very familiar to all of you because if you remember from our previous topic, or the previous unit that we went over, which was networks, I did mention that networks and matrices have some sort of relationship or are closely tied with one another. Okay, and in this one, we're going to be this lesson 5b. We're going to use matrices to model and represent practical situations, and in this case, the situation is going to be networks. So, using matrices to model a network. So a network diagram is a point of points, i.e. the vertices, you know what that word means, that is joined by lines, which is edges. So a network diagram, as we already know, points and lines, or dots and lines, vertices and edges. It can be used to show connections or relationships. The information in network diagrams can be recorded in a matrix. Okay. Now remember, a matrix, okay, and networks, the matrices, so these guys down here, and networks are closely related, okay, and we did work with a little bit of them in with networks. Okay, the network diagram below drawn shows the ways to travel between towns A, B, and C, so that's the context again with networks. Use a matrix to represent the connections. Each element should describe the number of ways to travel directly. So it's direct communications only, yeah? We know that already from one town to another. What info is given by the sum of the second column of the matrix? Alright, so you can probably see all the working out there already, but I'll do it again here so people can actually see what to do. This is the same as making an adjacency matrix. So remember back in networks, we worked with it. We did this. Now, also remember that the letters and the numbers, the letters on the top and the side, is determined by how many letters you have here, or how many vertices you have. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3. So this should be a 3 by 3 matrix. A, B, C, A, B, and C. Okay. All right, so let's do that. From A to A, there's no connection. A to B, there's one connection. A to C, there are no connections. B to A, there is one connection. B to B is 0. B to C, okay, you've got 2 there. Yeah, good question, Alyssa. Some questions will have it on this side, okay? Others will just have it here, okay? It really doesn't matter as long as you know which one is which, okay? I tend to just put them on the left side because that's what I've been used to. I do see some questions where they put it on the right, though, okay? But always put the letters on top. Don't put them on the bottom, okay? That's one thing you have to remember. Don't put the letters or the variables on top, on the bottom. Put them on top, sorry, okay? C to A, there's 0, but good question for that, Alyssa. C to B, there's 2, and then C to C, there's 0. So there's my matrix, or my adjacency matrix, to represent this graph here. Okay. Second part there is what information is given by the sum of the second column. Okay, the sum of the second column. So if you look at the second column here, choose another color. This second column, remember these are rows and these are columns. So we're looking at this column here. What information is given to us in the second column? Well, for that, so this is question A. Question B, okay, what is this information telling us? Well, it's referring to the number of connections, or the number of direct connections. You can also you could also call that one-step connection. Okay, because it's only requiring one directed step to it. To B. So referring to the number of direct connections or one-step connections to B. In this case, you have 1 plus the 2 is 3. There's 3 connections to B. Okay, that's what that second column is saying. All right. Pretty straightforward, I think. That's basically it for that. So for 5B, guys, just do those questions 1, 2, 3. I might pause that now here.